The Jedi are named or used early in the Bible as the king's advisors. They lose to Moses as the bigger snake eats theirs. In life there's always a bigger fish. These were either later practitioners or coded messages, lost to time. But no doubt as hell was Had's, these Jedi priests were mentioned again. The original name or word for the priests who advised the king, the same as told in Exodus of Moses and when his staff becomes a snake, that famous tale. Priests were scientists that explored, measured it. See, not worshippers of gods. Nor had superiority over others. Popes, cardinals and bishops are later names, as is papal, an old Roman Senate title for what we call religion's minister. Pope or papal was another name given presidents for being in Rome and the Six Hills. Like Prince of Wales is always the first heir. Long ago was a title name, whether king to landowner, lord, and even squire, then the given name such as John, David. C. After 1066 William III brought the Domesday Book, a strange name for a tax inclusion, but British names were too similar and harder to change from Latin, but to count everyone they added most a surname, aka surname or maybe shoyage name. Most everyone who has ever read the biblical account of the 10 plagues in Egypt cannot help but remember the scene in which Moses and Aaron threw down their rod that became a snake, and Pharaoh's magicians imitated the feat. The biblical account states, "And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent." But Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, so the magicians of Egypt, they also did in like manner with their enchantments. Exodus 7:10-11. In regard to this account, many have wondered how the magicians of Egyptian could have possessed the miraculous power to imitate the sign that God had given to Moses and Aaron. Did the magicians truly possess supernatural powers by which they could convince Pharaoh, or could there be some other explanations for the events that transpired with the rods? In regard to these questions, the biblical text does not definitively offer any conclusive answers. There are, however, other clues that seem to indicate that the Egyptian magicians used sleight-of-hand trickery devoid of supernatural ability. Egyptians have long used the snake in their religious and ceremonial rituals. Many murals, ancient Egyptian paintings and carvings, and written texts portray this animal in connection with ancient Egyptian snake charmers, magicians, and even pharaohs. In fact, many of the golden burial casts used to intern the ancient Egyptian kings have a sculpture of a snake coming from the forehead of the regal personality. Furthermore, the snake is commonly associated with certain gods of ancient Egypt. In regard to this affinity for the serpentine, the ancient Egyptians often used snakes in charming ceremonies and other practices. Due to this close association with the creature, they would certainly have become quite skilled at capturing, handling,